Hey everybody, welcome to Disaster News. I'm your host, Papadizastr. Today we're going to go over the space weather real quick and then jump right into what this channel is really about. So, space weather, you got this KP, solar winds, and finally, last but not least, I implore you to go and check this guy out, Suspicious Observer's Ben Davidson. You'll learn something, I promise, and it will change your perspective on why you fight with each other and what the news is talking about, which is what I'm going to talk about. So my wife, fiance has epilepsy. We've been together about a year, and if this is your first time coming to the channel, that's the gist of it. I've noticed over the year in our relationship, and then going back through past the cycles of the solar maximum minimum and to when she had major epileptic episodes, and made a correlation. And then I showed that to her, and this is the route we're taking so that we can have a better daily quality of life. We start off our day with a morning tea, which helps with the focus. I'll put it up there. Which helps with focus. Throw in some collagen because it's cold and your muscles ache. And the perfect timing. The lion's mane helps with memory. So I want to jump right into the speaking of memory and how much history we have forgotten and what they don't tell you. Every day wakes up, our schedule every day is getting a little better. Today was the first day of a early rise, and when your circadian rhythm is off, sometimes it's hard for that to happen. And on top of that, the emotional responses that you have. On top of that, short-term, mid-term memory problems from the anesthesia that I had during surgeries. With Jew, it's the epilepsy, the memory issues that come with that. Jumping into this now, trying to create something to help people in the position that I was in when Jew and I had first gotten together. There were things that I noticed, but wasn't aware fully of the epilepsy, or did I have any knowledge really whatsoever of epilepsy. If you'd like to hear me a lot clearer in these videos, I am not a technological genius by no means, and this is really difficult with the editing on all of this together on the phone. It takes a lot of time. So if you want to hear better quality sound, and you think you can help me get this thing on through a tablet and then match the video up from the phone, I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, cycles. This morning I heard a couple videos. I don't buy in right away. I don't travel down rabbit holes and get stuck there. You should not do that. If you go to these places that I'm trying to direct you to, Suspicious Observers, good start. Helps you to understand what the actual climatic changes and why they're happening take place. Randall Carlson is someone that I had first seen on Joe Rogan. Oh, I seen him longer ago now. It was a long time ago. I seen Randall Carlson and started watching his stuff, and boy, oh boy, when you see things and you hear somebody intelligent talk about it and they're not trying to sway your opinion one way or another, it really does do something. I mean, it's just like your guides tell you, like, hey, pay attention to that. But I also check out Lost History Channel. Tells you a lot of things about, like, Göbekli Tepe. That's a strange site. That's a strange site that we should know far more about because it lines up to the solar cycle, the solar cycles. The Thunderbolts Project, how they've taken a plasma cutter and they zap wood or clay and they show this pattern, and you can see this, and then you can make these connections through these cycles. So with those, I also want to know, I got to figure out why people think the way they think. We all do, really. We'd understand each other better. So listening to Alan Watts, a little old school, that time frame and how they spoke. Current Jordan Peterson. He is who he is, and he's a good. He's good for. He's good for just hearing words and then understanding how those words and the order of the words impact us, and how each side uses the same words. They just change up the order in order to pit you against each other. And the reason they're doing that is because of these cycles. These cycles, man. So if we go back here real quick, 69. What happened in 69? Peak. It's the top of the cycle. Got to have a war going on, right? I think Jim Morrison's dad was the commander of that ship too. Strange story behind all that in MK12. Just gotta check it out just to see. Continuing on with the cycle. '01. Everybody knows what happened in '01. Right there. Right there. And now we're coming into the, let's just go Rona ramp. Got to say it fast because we don't want the hot dog word out there and then get censored. That's basically what they're doing. So religious beliefs. You have Noah, Moses. These all come at these cycle points. Philosophy. Where was the philosopher? What years were these philosophers in at the times of these events? You know, coming out of some hardship, coming out of some craziness. A lot of people might have something to say because everybody's in disarray and everybody's confused because they didn't know what was going on. They heard the booms. They saw the lightning bolts. They thought the gods were fighting each other. Cycles. Who would our gods be? Because I don't have any lightning bolts, and I sure as hell don't have any drones that drop rods from God either. But we know someone that does. Cycles. We're in the cycle. Take your biblical, your Bhagavad Gita, any religious, the Sumerian text, the Mesopotamians, the Babylonians, all of them, as far as the Göbekli Tepe. It's all stuff written in stone, so it would last a long time. All those cultures worship the sun. Was it a worship of the sun, or was it to tell us, hey, keep an eye on that thing? Keep an eye on that thing. Because these cyclical patterns come, and these books and stories tell you what people do, what humans do during these events. And those that have will control. Those that don't. That's with money, knowledge, and power. And we're the ones, no matter how powerful we think we are, how rich we think we are, we're still under a thumb that knows about these cycles. I don't know. 79, what happened in 79 there? 79, fuel shortages. The American dollar went from the dollar to the petrodollar. Right before 1980, what happened in 80? And then what happened in 89? If you go check out Storm Clouds Gathering, he's not biased in one way or the other. He's just talking about things that are there, things to see, what we're not being shown in that 24-hour news cycle. And hopefully all of this will help lead you right through us to all of this. And if I can't get it clearly, again, go and check out suspiciousobservers.org, Thunderbolts Project on YouTube or .org, the Lost History Channel. They're quick little bits, bright insight. This Jimmy guy, he really did a great job making his first video and and showing everyone like, hey, just take a look. Just take a look. That's all we ask. Take a look. I will stick to the guns on, it's nuts that people are fighting over something they don't understand. And if we just take time to go back and look at these things, we could probably understand why they are doing what they're doing and trying to keep us crazy. It's all part of the training, man. You confuse the masses, and then you try to control the masses, and you have everything in place to do that before they know that they're being controlled. And running out of time. That's how I feel. That, and then with the epilepsy, what happens with us? You know, do we have medical care? Are we able to use remedies to fix or to lessen the blows of these higher levels that are coming? And what to do about that? So laugh if you want, but if you put sunscreen on at the beach, you put on a Spiro hat during a peak. It's just that simple. It's not goofy. But for any of them that are goofed, I have demands. So maybe this video won't get censored. I'd love to have world peace. Humans to act like humans. And the letter M to be stricken from the English language. You know, whenever it comes up, you gotta be able to plead insanity. World peace. Safe travels, everyone. We're all in this together, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.